Good evening,
we're lying
ladies.
to the cops.
Excuse me?
You're not
Don't worry
lying to the
about
cops. I'm lying to the cops. Thank you very much.
Why? We do not admit to lying to
I'm
federal
lying
law
to the
enforcement on camera or stream. We do not
No,
admit
I'm
to
just
this.
introducing myself. You
No,
see.
it's cops in Minecraft. We're fine.
Okay, that's fine. Hello,
Anyway,
everybody.
to the
Good
city of
evening,
Minecraft.
ladies, gentlemen, and all variations thereof, and welcome to Shadows of Sorcery, session 77! The countdown grows closer
77?
to the end of this great and wonderful campaign. Joining us this evening, we have a full... we have 5 and 3/4 people today. 5 and 3, yes, ish. 5 and 3/4 people. Because Elfie is mostly here.
I'm here.
I got confused.
I'm just in my
Because
parents'
Elfie-
house.
Yeah, just because Elfie is trying to use a Mac and a mobile phone to to Skype in here does not mean that they don't get a full vote.
This is the worst kind of slabelism.
Okay. Joining us this evening, we have a full house. Standing at, what is it? It's like, it's like 5'6" now, isn't it? And with wings of copper, it's Darren Moran, as played by Lying.
Hey up.
With a MacBook and a prayer, it is Prodigious Maximus, as played by Elfie.
Hello. I mean,
Swinging
testosterone
in
hits
on a
real fast,
scythe.
huh?
Swinging in on a scythe and with definitely not made of straw arms, it's Hickory, as played by Kelu.
Definitely not a straw man argument.
Ingvar Svan, plunging into the depths of hell at some point soon, I'm sure, as played by Lydia.
I don't know if that's a threat or a promise.
It's your backstory.
yes.
So yes. And last but not least, attempting a ritual heretofore unknown to man, it is Arcus the Librarian, as played by Zerion.
Oh no, I'm a man. I know a lot about it.
We'll find out. Thank you all for joining me this evening for our next session of Shadows of Sorcery. Who wants to do the recap? We're all so well trained. It's wonderful. Right. So, last we left off, our party of intrepid, brave, and somewhat foolhardy adventurers left the vault of the Carnifex Syndicate. Using a slightly broken teleportation sigil, you attempted to find your way to Matina, but were scattered instead towards the north of the continent when Darren rolled a 22 on a D100. As such, you all appeared disparately spread out across the town of Thistledown, a small settlement up to the north of the Radavi continent that is home to one Evan Lorne, the third and final member of the Carnifex Syndicate. You grouped up in town, had a quick poke about, and then you were off using your teleportation circle to return to Matina, where you found yourselves inside a building belonging to the Carnifex Syndicate with a guard. Not just any guard, a pair of constructs that were particularly unfazed by your approach and engaged in pitched battle. And until eventually you felled this great beast. In between that time period, you discovered a few small bits about Thistledown, including the strange enchantment, maybe, sort of odd brainwashing that has occurred to the residents of Thistledown. And that brings us up to now, where you are standing in the chamber, in the teleportation circle chamber of the Carnifex Syndicate in Matina. You have a pair of deconstructed constructs at your feet, a pair of town guards in front of you who aided you for the moment, and there's a banging on the door out the other end of the road that signifies another pair of town guards who are trying to get into the building. What are we doing, team?
Prodigious Maximus quickly goes, what's the story we're going to tell?
You say this in front of the guards who are looking at you right now.
As I said before, these are envoys from a great trade deal I have with a new far town. Why were they not on your list at all?
I mean, double, triple. Hang on.
and why
Were
there guards here to attack them? I don't understand at all.
One of the guards sort of looks around and goes,
Next time on Dragon Ball.
Sliver, get off the call!
Hold on, I'll put it on push to talk.
Oh, God. One of the guards sort of pulls his spear down as he's sort of looking over his like stabilized friend and goes, I'm very sorry, sir, but we were not informed. What are we to do if there he seems to be
I would like to
losing
do an
it
intimidation
slightly.
roll.
You would like to do an intimidation roll as
Yes.
in the shape of
I am
this.
disguised, which also gives me advantage with this. Because it's
Okay.
in the spell description specifically if I'm acting in the role of deception.
All right, roll me intimidation. Is the advantage on intimidation or deception?
I think it's social rolls. Let me double check actually, because now I think I'm telling a fib.
Yeah, because it makes sense if the disguise allows you advantage on deception, not necessarily.
Sorry, no, you're
on
right. It's
intimidation.
deception. I was thinking that I was doing.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, advantage on any charisma deception. It's just counted as deception.
So it is any charisma roll as long as you are attempting to deceive?
No, it's just that any charisma roll counts as deception because I am deceiving them, but I do get
Okay.
advantage on it.
So you do get okay, roll me deception.
Okie dokie. This matters because my intimidation was absolutely shit. Okay, 24. There we go.
Ooh, I'm seeing a 2 on the other one, so
Yes.
yikes. But yes, 24. The guards seem intimidated. One of them is just out cold on the ground, stabilized but out cold. And the other one is kind of like clutching his spear and just absolutely like he has no recourse on how to deal with an angry member of the merchant class, essentially.
I'd like to kind of continue with my tiredness. Like, where's your seal of authority as a guardsman? Where are your credentials to guard this place? Who put you here?
You watch as the guardsman produces this like small emblem of the city of Matina, like guards corps, which denotes him. If you would like to roll me an intelligence check or history, intelligence or history.
I would like to use history.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn it, I had it on advantage still. I really hate that I can't throw these dice away. I will do it with just a plus 13 on whatever roll.
You can just like right click.
Yeah,
Oh, is it right click?
If you right click, it should just.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
29.
29. This badge denotes him as a private. This guy is like he has a single stripe on the bottom. He is a private. He is the lowest of the low ranks.
It's his first day.
It's like you're not even certain he's off probation yet.
Oh, poor guy.
Okay. Is there any other detail about his rank or assignment, or who assigns guards to these places? Is there an official's name?
There's not really. There's like official sectors throughout Matina that are assigned to different guards, but realistically, the guards here are probably cheaply paid by the Carnifex Syndicate to guard this specific place.
So it's the Syndicate.
Yeah. The guards here belong to the City Guard, but they've been bribed by the Syndicate to stand outside and get people away, basically.
Interesting. And with the 29, is there any clues about which official might have been bribed, per se? Or even what kind of, like, district they belong to?
With a 29 on history, specifically, you know that this would have been... this area would have been a part of the Copper Quarter, which is usually it's usually presided over by merchant guilds, general sort of anything that deals in trade, anything like that would have been the guard appointments would have been handled by a member of the merchant sort of a member of the merchant guild who is on the council, essentially. That's how the guard assignment would have been handed down. But you don't know who that would have been unless that person happened to be alive for another 800 years.
Alright, I'm going to push the fact I have this guy intimidated then and go kind of like, who even assigned you to here? This was a very important meeting I was supposed to attend.
The guard sort of puts the signet away, tucks it under, like in a small pouch under his breastplate, and says, Magister Etova, Magister Etova told us to put guards here. We get paid not very much for the job. We are very new. We are very new. I'm very sorry.
Tell. Okay, I'd like you to go report this incident to your superiors. And check the logs. Go check the logs from the meeting, actually. You know what, let's just avoid the whole... Bring me to Atova. We need to speak with them anyway about this.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to do a persuasion check on this one.
Yep, it counts as deception, right, since it's a social?
Persuasion is a social skill.
I'm gonna say it counts as deception.
I'm nerfing myself with this for context, by the way.
What do you mean you're nerfing yourself?
We really want to be... Like,
yeah, because I have lower deception than I have persuasion. Oh wait, I guess I get advantage though, so it depends.
Well,
do we really necessarily want to be announcing ourselves to the local Carnifex, though?
I want to get into a meeting with this dude.
You...
Alright.
Okay, yeah, roll me persuade... Well, roll me the charisma roll that you need to roll for this.
That'll be deception with advantage. Cool. More dice. 25.
18 and 19, not bad. Okay. You see the guard kind of fumble with a little sort of what looks like a small stone that has been inscribed with a couple of runes, and holds it up to his mouth and says, essentially speaks in Matinian, Does anyone... Nobody speaks Matinian, do you? I don't believe.
I don't think so, unless
No.
it's some variant of common.
No.
It is not a variant of common. He speaks in Matinian into the stone, and listens for a moment and says, the Magister has been informed, and you watch as he stops again and listens as you watch the stone, like the runes on the stone, suddenly flare up again. And the Magister says they will see you at the council chambers. I am so sorry about all of this. I'm very I cannot apologize enough.
Immediately switch tune because now I got what I wanted. You know, I suppose it's not your fault. You were only doing what you were charged with, after all. Go take your friend to a healer, and I toss him like a couple silver.
For the rest of you, this incredibly fat, rings-abound, massive, like, robes over his body merchant has just thundered in here and just started berating the guards. As a note.
Do we think we can tell, like, we know that the librarian can change form.
You watch the librarian jump out a window, or rather teleport through a window and disappear. And then this man thundered in. You can make assumptions, but for Prod specifically, I'm going to need an intelligence check.
Can I
Prod, you
make
don't
a
need to.
perception check?
Do I see them getting suspicious?
You see them getting a little suspicious. Like, everybody's
Well,
like, what the hell is going on?
I'm gonna use
Insight
message
check on this fat
into
merchant
my palm, like I'm coughing, and just kind of go, "Proud, it's me, Arcus."
Oh yes, we were expecting to be expected. I have advantage on deception and acting. Just
You
so
have
know.
advantage on
Sneaking
deception.
shit.
Look, okay. You have advantage on deception and acting. I am going to give you disadvantage on this, so you're just going to have to roll that flat.
Fuck you. Someone else has to roll for me. I think I have like a +2 or +3.
Leave me out of
Oh.
this.
Flat 1d20.
Can I cast guidance on them? Does
Sure,
that
you
look
can
like
cast
anything?
guidance. That's a 6 plus 4. So, plus a d4. Roll the d4. That's a 7. So, plus 3, which for Prod's charisma.
A flat 10,
That's
which
a
is
10.
desperately average.
It is desperately average. This guard is freaking the fuck out. He does not notice. He does not notice. The DC on this was a 5.
I love getting to use the social skills that I have really high stats in, but never use because I'm a fucking nerd character.
Okay. You have an invitation to meet Magister Itova, who, if anyone wants to give me an intelligence check to figure out who Itova is.
I'll do it now.
Yep. 21.
21. Itova is a relatively prominent figure in the Merchants Guild. One of 3 different sort of magisters who sit on the Matina Council, essentially. Usually the way Matina is built up is each council has 3 representatives from different civic parts of the city. So you have mercantile, you have industrial, you have like general arts and sciences, all of that sort of thing. And they all get like 3 voices on the council, and not all of them agree, and some of them are greedy, and some of them, you know, it's a bit of a mishmash. But at the end of the day, it is how the city is run. And Magister Atova is one of the more outspoken members of the merchants' guilds on the council.
Probably found out about them whilst I was looking for new clothes and such.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
Like you hear people being like, "Oh yes, Magister Atova has done so much for the city," all of that sort of thing, and then you've heard other people being like, "Magister Atova fucking sucks." It's like,
Also, it's just like when I'm talking to local political activists around my town. I get it.
yeah,
Sounds
basically.
like a slightly more bastardized Lord Vetinari. Got it.
No, Lord Vetinari is much more, shall we say, much more reserved.
Yes, but
Magister
he's also
Atova.
perfectly neutrally talked about.
A lot of politicians get perfectly neutrally talked about, to be quite fair. It really depends on where in the city you're going and who you're talking to, you know? And if you're talking to the people in the merchants' quarters about the Magister of the merchants' quarters, people are gonna have, you know, relatively balanced opinions.
Good point.
Well, we're gonna have to bring this up to Magister Atova. This is hardly a way to receive honored guests in a mercantile diplomatic arrangement.
The guard is just kind of like he's like holding the spear so close to his breastplate at this point, but you can hear him shake. So the breastplate keeps like rattling off the spear and just going ding 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 ding.
How tall is this guy?
He's like tall and gangly, so he's like 6'1", 6 foot maybe. But he's
I'm
like
just gonna walk
very
up
gangly.
and like
100 pounds soaking
I'm just gonna walk up and like steady him. With, like, a hand
You
on
start
shoulder or
feeling the
something.
vibration going down your arm.
My scales are rattling.
I have a question.
You're clearly new at this. Deep breaths in, deep breath out. Your friend is on the floor, very badly injured.
Yes.
Get some friends
Yes,
to help
I
you
must
carry
I
him
must
to a
I must
healer.
find the doctor. I must find the and he runs out the door.
Let your watch commander know to send replacements.
As he runs out the door, I use the last charge of my healing aura to help his friend a bit more.
Okay. How much is that gonna bring back into him?
Let me check. Very small amount.
That's fine. I mean, he's stable at the moment,
It's
so
it's an NPC. It's just to help him along, really.
okay.
He's
The
an
guard
NPC, he doesn't matter.
runs out of the building. What is everyone doing?
What was that about Atova?
Prod's gonna follow round the librarian and be like, I'm gonna be your bodyguard today, baby.
Nice. Okay, so
Rich merchant.
you may be wondering why I just got us into a meeting with potentially the most dangerous person in the city. Well,
Yeah, kind of curious of that.
I presume they're just acting under monetary influence. And if not, we probably need to deal with them sooner rather than later. Otherwise, this teleport circle to Necroneer is not going to hold up.
Do you need Prod for that? I
I mean, I
I
could...
kind of have plans.
Prod will promise to not say anything.
Don't make
Great,
promises.
except I
Todd.
need you to come with me and say things.
Oh, okay,
I mean,
I'll do that
I'm-
instead.
I'm kind of all out of magic today.
Do you
So
just
I
wanna find,
kinda-
like a board somewhere we can rest for the night?
You
Yeah, we
guys
could probably
have
make
a
it.
meeting with Atova today.
Yeah.
That's what you guys asked for. You
I
wanted
asked
a
for a
meeting. You got a
meeting.
meeting. It's like
Yeah.
I don't believe I was consulted in that decision, but sure.
Look, Whatever happens in the teleport circle room stays in the teleport circle room, and I didn't stay in the teleport circle room, which is why we're in this mess.
Fine. I'll do that tomorrow. I'll do this whole meeting thing with Atova today, because I guarantee you're going to need someone persuasive in that room.
Look, you just got to put it in your Groggle
Fine,
calendar,
persuasive.
and then it's all fine. You got it all scheduled out.
God, who checks their Groggle calendar anymore, though?
Gotta check your Groggle. What did we get these rings for if not to use the Groggle calendar?
Networking. Thought that was clear. Okay, do I even know the place where we're gonna be meeting him?
You guys have been to the magisterial palace before, yes?
Is that the same place where we were almost framed?
Smashed by a bunch of sandstone golems, yes.
Yes. Joy.
How many people in this group no longer have the same face?
Well,
Hickory,
Pretty sure I had. I'm
About
pretty sure
half of
I
them?
was scaly when that happened.
how scaly?
Pretty damn scaly.
Were you like half scaly or full scaled?
There
How
was no
scaled is
in
this scaled?
between.
Were you like Northern Kettle, or were you like, I got a little bit?
Northern Kettle.
Yeah, because the
What?
water's so hard.
God, Southerners.
Okay, I need you to
understand.
understand that that water in the south is harder than water in the north. Zarian. I lived in Brighton. There was lime scale through the roof. That
I hate
water
to
was
tell
so
you what
fucking
people
hard,
think
my
of you,
hair
but-
died.
I'm really gonna
Oh,
upset
that's
you
where
by
that comes
saying that
from.
most Londoners think Brighton's in the fucking north if they're posh enough.
Okay, well, those Londoners don't have a sense of geography.
He's souther than us. If it's not Scotland, it's south. Right.
Exactly.
But okay, yeah, do you have a different face? Mine, I think, is the same. The Scarecrow they've never seen. Ingvar and Prod, are you down with coming to the place where we were nearly framed for murder?
We got no one else on the call.
Yeah.
this evening.
Should I put some face paint on or something
Yes.
so I look a little bit less like me?
Yeah.
Do you think I could go get my hair done?
Yes.
Don't
The hell
have a
happened to
disguise
Brad's
skill,
accent?
sir.
Does anyone
We're
have
gonna
like
go
a
like a-
disguise kit or something?
I have like I can modify the colors on stuff with my magical tinkering.
I'm going to make him a blue
a rat
orc.
scampers out and he just puts it on Prod's head. Here you go.
A blork.
Perfect.
Oh my god, it's Bjork!
Perfect. I like pick up a branch from the ground and go, I'm a wizard. Everything is normal.
Sure, okay.
Roll me investigation to find a branch in the desert.
Oh,
You have gripped the native
you know what? Never mind.
fire vine.
I'm not gonna roll that. I'm just gonna choose to fail that.
You pick up what looks like what at first you think is a branch, and then you realize that it's actually just a very long piece of sandstone. It's quite heavy.
Behold. Well, I'm quite strong, so that's fine. I just say, behold, a whole bunch. Behold.
Behold.
They won't know because I'm a paladin, and they'll think I'm a wizard. It's perfect. Perfect disguise. Perfect.
I'm gonna start walking.
Okay.
Okay, so anyway, it's plan.
I'm almost tempted to start flying just so I have a period to clear my head slightly, but I leave everyone else behind. So
Yeah, I'm gonna try and catch up to Darren because I need to talk to them about the strategy.
Okay. So, so what's our order here? Darren and Arcus, followed by Who's taking up the next
I
spot?
suppose Hickory will follow next.
Hickory, and then I guess Ingvar and Prod.
Yeah, that works.
You know it's
Yeah.
bad when you have to figure out marching order for going to a meeting.
Okay.
Nothing suspect will happen in this meeting. I'm so sure of
Totally.
it.
Yeah, sure. Nothing at all. Definitely.
I want to remind you, I have one 5th level spell that I'm not afraid to use it.
Uh-huh. I believe you, I guess. Let me give you your disguise. There you go. There you go,
I might
librarian.
actually be able to join in Tailspire. I am holding Tailspire together with tape and glue right now on my laptop.
Congrats. Okay, so
Tail, if you will.
well, the 5 of you exit out into the midday matina sun that is blazing down on the city. The merchant quarter is bustling as usual. You see a little bit of a larger guard presence than usual, as far as you can tell. But nothing majorly alarming. You notice the city seems to be running according to how you left it a couple of weeks ago.
Nice.
Fantastic. We don't happen to see any magic shops we could dip into, right?
There, as far as you're aware, there isn't a, Well, you know what? Roll me an investigation check. Matina is a nice big city. You might have missed something last time.
Woohoo. 24.
24. As you're sort of making your way through the market area of the city, you do find a small stall that is called Elabar's Enchantments. You're not certain that it's a magic shop, but it certainly seems to be promoting a magical aura, if you will.
Can I literally see the magical aura?
I mean, there look to be a few small bits and pieces that are in fact enchanted.
Okay. I propose we head in there.
Well, it's not a
To go to
head-in
this meeting?
sort of situation. It is just literally an open-fronted stall.
Oh yeah, like... Can we have a look-see?
Yeah, you can peruse.
Very quickly. We have a meeting, but we can probably take like 5 minutes to look at a store.
Yeah, you can peruse. As
Can
you
we?
sort of...
Because we didn't have a meeting at all until 5 minutes ago.
You know, you can wait. What's his time worth?
Quite a bit.
You
Probably.
you approach the stall and you see this sort of elderly-looking man sitting behind the stall. He has like one eye sort of cracked closed. He's got like slightly crooked teeth and a little bit of a hooked nose. And he's just kind of dozing in the sun. But the moment you step up to the stall, it's as if someone jump-started him with an electric cable. He kind of hops up out of the off the stall, and you see he hops up off the stall and proceeds to lose 2 inches in height. As he sort of steps forward and splays his arms out, and you can see that they're relatively like veiny, muscled arms that he splays out across the front and says, "Welcome, friends! What can I do you for?"
Oh, well, I just saw your stall while we were passing by, and I wanted to inquire as to what your wares were like, just quite
You
quickly.
want trinkets? You want items to bewilder and deride? You want mystical, magical mumbo-jumbo, yes? That is what you are here for, hmm?
Sure.
Good, good. What are you looking for? And perhaps I may accommodate you.
I'm looking for something that might help me take a very fast nap. I'm really tired from my travels, if there's something like this.
A fast nap.
A cat nap, if you will, I think it's called.
Hey, well, let me, he rummages around in, a box and picks up a small tincture vial of some sort and says, this will make you take a nap.
How long?
He rubs at the label a little bit, squints, turns to you and goes, 32 days.
That seems more like a coma and not a nap.
Well, okay. And he throws it over his shoulder. You hear a shatter of glass. There's a puff of smoke. And you watch a cat that had been walking by just kind of and flop to the floor.
Oh no.
Not the cat.
What else? What else do I have? This! And he picks up essentially like a small box of what looks to be snuff powder. And he says,
That'll keep you awake.
consume this, and it shall magically enhance your ability.
Which ability would that be?
All your ability. Any ability. Whatever ability you would like.
It sounds like a very powerful medication.
It is. It is an extremely powerful piece of,
I would like to make a check to see if this is just
yeah, I'd like to.
cocaine.
If I'm staring at this thing, can I see if it's got a magical aura? Actually,
Most of the items here do have a magical aura. Like the part
aura
about
of magical cocaine.
the part about this stuff being enchanted is not a lie. It just seems like this guy doesn't really know what he's stocking. He just kind of... It seems like a bit of a jumble of stuff that he has just displayed for people. You watch as he sort of turns it over, looks at the bottom where there's this little label pasted on, and mumbles something under his breath, and then goes, this will... What is word in your language?
Oh, what's your native language? Maybe I know it.
You speak Metinian?
Oh, no, that's one I don't have.
Or Draconic?
I do not speak Dwarven, and no, I do not speak Draconic. I speak Metinian. Everybody in Metina speaks Metinian, you know?
I mean, that
common,
makes sense.
if we have tourists like you in. This thing will make your... It will make your magic more potent. It will enhance your capability.
Ah, okay.
I might.
How much would something like that cost?
Let's see. I got this from Random Trader 2 weeks ago. Hasn't really sold. I give you for 50 gold.
Is it single use?
Oh, yeah, how many doses?
He flips open the like hatch on the box, and you see like 4 small compartments inside it, and 2 of them are empty.
Okay, so it's got two
So, like-
doses left.
Yeah, we could find out what it does with one of them, and then we'd only have one.
Okay. I mean, I wasn't really looking for an enhancement per se. I don't know if any of my colleagues want.
If it
I was mostly
enhances
looking
magic,
for
I
yeah.
might. If it enhances magic, I might have a use for it later.
And you want to play it
Just
then?
looking, I think Buzz just looking at this whole thing as if he wants absolutely nothing to do with this guy on the market stall, let's be honest.
I mean-
Understandable.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. I mean, it's a very good sale, but I'm not interested. I don't know if Darren?
I'll check in 5 platinum. I think that works out as 50 gold.
That works out as 50 gold. You throw down 5 platinum, and he goes, "Well, thank you, Sirrah!" And he hands you the box. This item is a rare, wondrous item. It has a originally has a retail price of around 1,000 gold. It is known as Empowerment Powder, and it boosts your spell casting for 6 turns, essentially making it so that any spell you cast will be cast 3 levels higher.
Okay
Oh,
then.
that's very good.
There are 2
Considering I'm a
charges
warlock and
left
all of
in
my
the box.
spells spill as well.
I cast
Well,
acid
Darren, you
splash
use
at
acid
17th
splash.
level.
Does it scale based on level?
Acid splash does, yeah.
Oh, nice. That works out well for you then.
So yeah, so the essentially it originally had 4 charges. It now only has 2. The charges do not regenerate.
Yeah.
It is you get 2 uses out of it and then it's gone.
Oh well.
Right. I'm just gonna.
But
slide that
we are
back, 'cause
canonically
we're in
saying it is
battle.
also cocaine.
Yeah,
It's basically
pretty much
cocaine. It's mage cocaine. Yeah,
It's basically
Yeah, was,
it's mage cocaine.
Just give the dragon with anger issues when he goes under a certain amount of HP magical cocaine. We've made a mistake.
look, for 50 gold, we got what is functionally 500 gold worth of magic item.
Yeah,
I think.
it's a great investment.
I will say this
I
man's
like,
stuff.
even if it
It's a
turned out to be
lottery.
magic Viagra, that was still good. Alright,
Can I use
heading
magic vision to see if there's? Yeah, we should go to the office now. I'm not going to spend any more time here. That's silly.
Do you guys know the way? Any of you?
Do you know the way?
Yeah, I think we remember the way, don't we?
I feel like it was a point, a location of significance. You were nearly killed by Golubs there.
Any part of
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it might be this. If we look at this signpost over here, conveniently placed. Is
Somebody else in this
the
party
nice
knows where we're
little
going.
is the nice little artistic arches leading into the place we need to go to?
No, that's just the bazaar.
Okay. So where would the? It's the royal palace, right?
It is the magisterial palace. I will drag you all over there.
Take me away, a secret place, the sweetest escape.
Go.
Okay. You guys can walk over here. I'm going to catch some air. Gonna get some nice fresh air in my lungs and under my wings in a nice warm Metinian sun. And I'll
That
catch
feels
up.
very nothing can go wrong coded.
Definitely not a death flag or anything. I mean, the last time I was up here, I did almost get run over by an airship, but this time it's fine.
Yeah, it's
What are
fine.
the
Don't worry
chances
about
that
it.
happens the second time?
Question: where I can't remember which city it was, but there was like an evil beast thing that was chasing after us and is constantly chasing after us and is like a death lion.
Huh?
Which city was that in?
What?
Death lion?
Wait, is this the demon that was after
Maybe. Maybe. I remember it was chasing after us and we had to like GTFO the place really quick in an airship because there was the death lion that's constantly running after us.
No, I do remember where you're thinking of, but I don't think that was quite it. I'm not sure.
There was a giant wolf that was chasing you in Farrenholm that you had to GTFO from.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Giant wolf.
you guys don't know where that's gone.
That's probably fine.
No. Hopefully we
got
just
killed
get
by
to
the tank.
TP between places.
It does not have Minecraft dog powers. Does it just spawn in the new chunk you blow into? we made sure it was sitting before we left. It's fine.
Uh-huh.
That means he's trapped in that one level until we reload it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Anyway.
yeah.
Anyway, I'm putting the empowerment powder in the item import for you, Lying.
Right.
Disregard the recharge, and it only has 2 charges. Because it is a semi-used item from a semi-used item salesman. Okay. So, you all depart the bazaar, start making your way to the magisterial palace. Eventually, you do approach the familiar, tall, well, not particularly tall, but the familiar, well ornated towers that make up the gatehouse to the magisterial palace. You step through into the lush gardens, sort of lush tropical gardens that are part of the magisterial palace's sort of front entrance. You see a bunch of different politicians and merchants talking in the sort of front courtyard as usual. You also spot a set of 6 massive statues that were previously not ornamenting the sort of front courtyard, but are now flanking the various doorways in the front courtyard of the area.
Huh.
Okay, I mean, I guess we should approach, right?
Yeah. Are we sure we're not gonna get in like big trouble because we're basically faking and to get an audience here?
Oh, that is the idea. I mean, I didn't catch up to you before to tell you the plan, but we're basically gonna pressure this guy.
Right. So we're doing securities fraud, basically. Got it.
Oh no, nothing
here's
like
this-
complicated. This is just easy blackmail.
Oh, okay. With what material exactly?
The fact we know he's working for the Karn Effect.
I don't feel like that's the vulnerability you might think it is.
Well, it's a vulnerability because I have the ability to shoot fire from my hands at someone I know as part of the Karn Effect.
I mean, could we not
Also,
just say...
the actual thing I'm going to try and do here is I'm banking on the fact that he's at least economically motivated somewhat, and going to propose he gets a rate of commerce coming through the kind of new link we've made in the teleport circles.
See, that's what I would go. That's what I would lead with. We've got this great big potential new investment opportunity for him.
Yep.
Not the we know you're part of the Carnifex because damn near almost.
Oh no, that's what's going to happen if he is basically still just no, because his deal with the Karn Effect is too good.
I mean,
in which case we pressure him by saying that most of the members are dead already, and guess who offed them.
Well, I guess.
So you can either go with a presumably going to be dead soon business partner, or invest in the future.
Let's just persuade him not to force us down that particular route.
Yeah, it's always good to have a plan B that's slightly malicious.
Assuming we can even get into the room.
I mean, we can get into the room. It's getting out of the room that's going to be difficult.
some point someone is going to check his itinerary and notice we're not on it. But fine.
Oh no, he knows. Like the guards have made him make a meeting with us. Like we're an unexpected meeting, but he probably just pushed his schedule.
That guy was a rookie. The man is lucky he didn't empty his bladder over us.
It's fine. Look, we'll try and get
in.
in.
He has that authority.
Oh no, he doesn't have the authority, but I'm fairly certain if he tells the person that made him guard that place that, oh, there was an unexpected investment group coming through the portal that we almost murdered, he's gonna apologize on behalf of the city at least.
Oops.
What oops?
Don't worry.
Oh, okay. Some kind of hench I knew by there. Okay, right. I reserve the right to mind control if it comes to it.
What do you mean mind control? Since when have you had mind? You know what? Never mind. I get it.
Just a little bit, just on the off chance that we have to, basically coerce it. But okay, just let me do the persuading, and we'll hopefully be able to get out of here.
Oh, sure, yeah. Worst case, I'll just crush his mind or whatever. It's fine.
And you were talking. You were surprised I could mind.
I'm an old as fuck user of magic. Why would it seem surprising I can do that?
I'm a dragon who does illusions.
You're a recent dragon.
Just pipe up before someone overhears us.
Fucking Nouveau Draconics, I swear.
Okay. The five of you step into the magisterial palace, past the front door guards, and into the quieter, cooler hallways of the palace itself. You don't have an exact idea of where the magister is meeting you, but the guard stated something about the council chambers before he ran off to find a doctor. So that's where you assume you'll be meeting the magister.
Right.
So, are we going for the same marching order, or are people splitting off to do their own things?
I would suppose we're still going together.
You two
I mean,
guys
I hope we're committing to it. Yeah. Unless we actually want to split off the people that are noticeable, we should just commit.
Let's just commit.
Yeah.
Let's commit.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay.
I think we're less like being an old couple. It's just that these Arcus and Darren are functionally the party faces to varying degrees. So we're just
Okay.
disagreeing about what the face should
Librarian is lawful social. Librarian is chaotic social.
So, the five of you walk down the magisterial palace into the main sort of council chambers. Just as the massive doors to the council chamber itself opens, and a heavily robed, very tall bugbear steps out into the corridor and looks at you all.
The man is 15 feet wide.
Looks at you all and says, am I expecting you, or who are you here to see?
We're
I
here
believe
for
we
Odra.
For Odra? Okay. Well, Odra isn't here today, but if you would like to come back on... when is Odra in? Egra, when is Odra in? You hear from inside the council chamber. Odra? Odra's dead! And the bugbear goes, Odra's dead? When did Odra die?
Lucian's just doing a one-man sketch show right now.
Odra died last week. You remember? The old age. The wake. You know. Oh, yes, yes, yes. I was drunk. Sorry. Yes, Audrey is dead. I'm very sorry. You'll have to come back when we get a replacement.
I understand that they may have died. Whether their orders had not changed in the meantime, we have been adversely impacted as trading partners to Matina. You see my colleagues here? You see all the blood they are covered in? That was your city's doing, with improper planning around this council member's death.
We arrived and your automatons immediately tried to murder us.
Our automaton.
Your guards scarcely helped.
Our automaton. I'm sorry. This is very strange news. Please, I am Magister Etova. I'm expecting a different party, but if I can assist your inquiries, I shall attempt to do so. I do not have long, though. I have a different group of people coming in soon, I think. I was alerted earlier. I'm sorry, I'm getting off track. How can I assist you?
We have an exciting new business opportunity for you that we think might prove most beneficial.
I am listening. I do not have long, but I am listening. Please, carry on.
Are you familiar with Necron?
Oh, I am familiar with Necronir, yes. It has been some years since we have had proper contact with the city. As I understand it, the place has been not particularly friendly to outside investment in the past few decades.
Well, I'm pleased to inform you then that it's under extremely recent new management, and Matina may have itself an opportunity to be the premier connection to it.
Under new management, you say?
And that management is quite in need of investment. They're not very particularly picky where it comes from.
If I might inquire, what happened to the old management?
Oh, I killed her.
You watch as Etova's eyebrows arch slightly, as he sort of stares down at you all. You are confessing to murder in the halls of the Council of Matina in front of a pair of guards, and you seem to think that is okay.
Not murder per se.
No.
You have stated you would kill the woman.
Stirring an active rebellion. That is more accurate to say what happened. There was political duress, as I'm sure you know from the stories that have made their way over the short amount of trade that's happened over the last couple of years. Children being enslaved.
I was not aware
Necronir
of
was
any
under
such
the
enslavement.
heel of an especially oppressive baroness. That heel is no longer.
I was aware of the Baroness, but the Baroness had a arrangement with Matina and with other cities to maintain a degree of trade. So I am understandably perplexed as to what has happened to my colleague.
The local populace were not very pleased with her.
Voted out.
Aggressively. We were the ones that were charged with that particular task.
So you are not confessing to murder, you are explaining an execution.
Yes.
Correct.
All through
I
the proper
see.
channels.
I understand
Channels
now.
for the public.
You are...
say.
Your common tongue is confusing to me. Matinian is a much more sophisticated language. But I understand. Agra! You hear from behind, someone goes, "Yes, Itova, what do you want now?" Agra, we need to restructure some trade agreements. Do you have the afternoon? Yes, Itova, I have the afternoon. No, I do not have the afternoon. I have until 3. I have until 3, and then And then the wife expects me home. And Itova turns to you all and goes, well, you heard the man. You have until 3. Come in. And he leads you all into the council chambers.
Is anyone else concerned that there's a bugbear that's like 30 feet tall?
He's not
No,
30
that's
feet
them.
tall.
No.
Damn.
That's a show, it's fine.
Okay.
He's like 15 feet tall. At most. Technically speaking, I don't have a model in between. What he actually is 9 feet tall. But there's no way to visually make him 9 feet tall. I can either do 6 feet or 15 feet. There's no in between.
Okay. So I shouldn't be looking at him like he's a titan.
No, you're still having to look up at him. He's like a head taller than Prod, but you're not having to do this to look up at him, you know.
Right. I'm not having to hover to speak to him at level eyes.
No. But yeah. So he invites you into the council chambers. You see a variety of well-dressed council members, a couple of orcish council members, a couple, like at least 2 other bugbears who are in different parts of the room. You see a pair of Naga at one end that are deep in conversation. You also see a couple of relatively well-dressed humans, and there's even at one point you see out in the corner, sort of sitting writing in a large sort of leather-bound tome is a elf, and you see one of the orcs, this relatively muscle-bound orc wearing sort of flowing golden robes, steps down. He's still about a head shorter than Itova. Agra turns towards you all and goes, so, I hear we need to renegotiate some trade agreements. How can I help?
Well, our understanding is that you are currently operating under a fairly conventional trading agreement involving shipping and handling, that sort of thing.
To a certain degree, yes.
Yes, carts, wagons, airships, the like.
Yes. To a certain degree, it's relatively conventional. Just shipping, the occasional piece of taxation, a little bit of providing material, all of that sorts of thing. But if there
Necronair
is
is going to be in need of a great deal of material in order to reconstruct certain infrastructure that was damaged during the Baroness's regime, shall we say. Fortunately, we have managed to ask a means by which goods and services can be transported to here or Necronair instantaneously.
So
how much are your transport running costs right now?
No, hold on.
The stream's died, by the way.
It should be back. It hopped for a second. It's been doing that for the past few days. I think it's something on Twitch's end. Should be running.
Currently still offline.
Mm-hmm.
Twitch, what the hell? Well, the YouTube side is fine. So
okay, there's that.
I've got nothing.
Thank you, YouTube.
YouTube is stable, so it's definitely something on Twitch's end. Well, I've got nothing. I'm gonna assume that it'll reconnect at some point and not worry too much about it. As long as it's running on YouTube, then that should be fine, because that's where the streams are archived anyway. So if it's only running on YouTube, then I'm sorry, Twitch chat viewers, but there's literally nothing I can do without stopping. Actually, I'll just stop and start the stream again and see if that fixes it.
Turn it off and then on again.
Stream. If that fixes it. It's definitely something on Twitch's end. It's happened multiple times over the past few weeks, and I don't know what it is.
Oh, there
Nope,
it is.
looks like we're back.
Yeah, that's because I actively
Hooray.
pressed the stop and start again. Okay. Right. Back to... Where were we? Agra sort of turns to you all and goes... An instantaneous means of transportation.
Yes, absolutely no more risk of harm along the way, of lost packages, of spoilage, nothing.
And this has already been set up?
Yes. For a small
Correct.
fee, it is accessible directly from your teleportation circle in Medina.
For the moment,
So
this connection is
there
exclusively
is
between Necronair
an
and Medina.
illegal teleportation circle in Medina. Is what
Oh
you're
no, it was
telling
here
me.
already.
No, it was here already. Set up ages ago by reputable businesses, we believe.
But there is a permanent link from Necronair to Medina established without the Council's permission or knowledge.
You could say this.
On you.
Right.
You, of course, need
Okay.
permission to enter Medina and the sigil in advance, as well as an invitation.
So, what you are telling me is that the security of the city has been vastly compromised.
I can
Don't
assure
say
you it's
this.
very well secure.
Considering
Unless
how...
we would not be so covered in blood.
You watch as
Yes.
Agra sort of beckons a different counselor over to join the conversation. You see one of the Naga sort of snakes their way over and goes, Agra, what is something the matter? I am busy. And Agra turns to them and goes, I have just been informed that there is a permanent teleportation circle link to Necronair from Medina that has been established in our city. And the Naga goes, that is a very serious accusation. Where would this have been established? Well, as I understand it, our friends here have established it somewhere in the city. They have not stated where, and they have done so
sure your
illegally
guards can
and
inform
without permission, which is a major breach, of course. You
Let us
see,
get something explicitly clear with this before we jump to accusations of who established what in each city. This teleportation was known to us through what we thought was official channels. We were connecting to it from a sigil handed to us as an official form of paperwork. We do not understand why you did not know you had this circle within your city.
Especially
it was heavily guarded.
when you had guards guarding it, who said they'd reported directly to you.
You see out in the corner, off to the left, Itova is sort of smiling, just satisfactorily. I would like people to make an insight check for those of you who wish to do
joy.
so.
At least I'm
I
good
don't know
at
if
insight.
Todd's particularly insightful. Someone who's good at insight do it.
Okay, doing it.
I'm really pissed off at this guy.
22,
Wait, what did I get?
16.
Oh, I got 20.
Did you roll, Darren?
I rolled. I did apparently decided not to, but I definitely rolled.
Have you checked the log?
Nothing in the...
Kalu, did you roll?
nothing in the
Oh, I didn't say you rolled.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I rolled. It was a 16.
Okay, so yeah, I'll just
I will roll the
again, I guess.
16, Zarian rolled a 22.
Why is it not rolling for you? Have you got your character selected?
Weird. Okay, I believe I rolled 16.
Okay.
It is rolling. It's just for whatever reason, like hiding my results.
Interesting.
Very weird.
Arcus, you watch, like, as you're looking between this discussion, you look over, like, out, you glance at Itova out of the corner of your eye, and while he is smiling, there's a very slight air of, like, nervousness around him. Like, he's putting on an air of ease, but he knows something, and, like, he thinks, he has a suspicion that it might, like, blow back on him if he's not careful, basically.
Oh, I just realized we can use this.
Oh yes, yes. Shall I put the pressure on him a little bit?
I have something better. You heard us speaking to the other councilman outside the door, yes?
Agra sort of
Was
turns to you and goes, yes, Itova was communicating.
Did you hear what he said before he met us as a group? He was expecting another group. He had been reported to about another group. I didn't correct his mistake at the time. I didn't think it was relevant. We were that other group. The report came from a guard stationed at the teleportation circle. Your friend has established it, and I do not mean this as an accusation, but with proof in front of you.
Itova sort of steps forward and goes, I do not think that is, and Agra turns to Itova and goes, You established this teleportation sigil. And Itova turns to him and goes, No, I would never breach the sanctity of our city in such a way. It's unthinkable.
I don't mean to make a suggestion in this clear betrayal of trust, but would it not be potent to bring a cleric for the truth to be revealed?
Agra sort of turns to look at you. War? A wise man. I agree. A cleric should be present for this. Elna! And you see the elf that was sort of scribbling in a journal, sort of sighs, looks up. Yes, Agra, what do you want? Elna, come, we need your skills. Skills? What, you want me to write? I've already transcribed the entire 6 hours we've been in this council chamber. What else do you want me to do? And Agra turns to him and goes, like, we need your, the magic stuff. You're a cleric, right? You can do the truth stuff? Yes, I can do the truth stuff. Do you want me to... Fine, I'll come down and yes, I can. And Itova, in the meanwhile, is like, we do not need a cleric for this. This is unnecessary. And Elna steps down.
I will pay for their time, my friend, and I apologize for your inconvenience.
Elna steps down onto the sort of council chamber floor, looks at you, nods, and goes, right, you want, what? A circle of truth, right? Yes, I can do that.
Yes.
And he sort of splays his hands out, brings them apart, and I need everybody to make a wisdom saving throw, or you can elect to fail.
I'm going to make the save.
I'm going to make the saving throw as well, just in case.
The caster will know
Broad
if
is
you have
going
made
to elect
the
to
saving
fail.
throw.
I got a
That's
15.
on that one.
Okay, so the caster will know if you have made or failed the saving throw.
I fail.
Like that is something.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, no, that is a part of the spell essentially. I'm going to
Then
quickly.
Fail on purpose, and I will need to be very smart in my next couple words.
I am very smart, so I guess I'll elect that.
I just need to very
That rules out our deception rolls, I guess. It's just persuasion now.
Well, you can still attempt to deceive, you just can't lie.
Yeah.
Just so much harder.
You have to stretch the truth.
Where is it? I'll just... Okay. Right.
As near as I can tell, the Magister rolled lower than my saving throw for command, so I think he failed.
Oh, it's... Right, it's Zone of Truth, not Circle of Truth. That's why I couldn't find it.
Yeah.
Okay, on a failed save, a creature can't speak... on a failed save, a creature can't speak a deliberate lie while in the radius. You know whether a creature succeeds or fails this save. So this is... Sorry, my apologies. This is not a wisdom saving throw. This is a charisma saving throw.
Oh, goody.
I honestly thought it was a wisdom saving throw, but apparently not.
Actually, my charisma saves are even better. Yay! But, yeah.
Okay, so the DC for this is 15. Elna is not a particularly powerful cleric. So, who elected to fail and who is trying to succeed?
Elected to fail.
Yeah, I don't think Hikari is a reason.
I elected to fail.
Okay, so everyone elected to fail. Itova succeeds on his saving throw, but Elna sort of turns to Itova and goes, Itova, you are attempting to hide something in the council chambers of Metina. And Itova sighs and then lets his defenses drop and says, I have nothing to hide. I have no reason to hide anything from the council chambers. And he turns to you all and says, right, where were we? And Agra says, we were talking about this teleportation circle that has been apparently established in the city. That apparently you established, Itova. And Itova says, I did not establish any such teleportation circle. It is not my doing.
May I be more specific then? Just to double check. You did not have any knowledge of this circle?
Itova turns to you and says, I was unaware of any precise location of a circle of teleportation in the city.
You were unaware of any precise location, but you did know of one. Did you not?
Your guards saw you, Weston.
I was informed at one point that there were suspicions that there was one in the city, yes. But I did not act on these rumors.
Did you or did you not assign those guards under the name of a man in this council who had died?
I most certainly did not.
Insight.
Did you do it under your own name?
I assign many guards in this city under my name.
How the answers change so interestingly between the questions.
I am offended by your constant needling. Is it not true that you established a teleportation circle link directly to Necronir?
It is very true.
Then we have our culprit. And Agra sort of sits there.
Did I, Agra,
goes,
ask me?
Yes.
Did I establish the teleportation circle here? Ask it to me.
Very well. Did you establish the teleportation circle here in Metina?
No, I did not.
Agra sort of turns to Etova, looks at him. Tell me, Etova, do you know who established the teleportation circle here in Metina? And Etova sort of looks around and grits out, sort of doing his best not to say anything, but then there is a quiet, yes, I did. I do. Yes, I know. I know who established the teleportation circle in Metina. I am aware. Agra sort of looks at him, purses his lips. So, you are admitting to knowing about a massive security vulnerability in our city's defenses and doing nothing to inform the council of it. And Itova sort of casts his eyes away and doesn't answer. Agra turns to the Naga, who was standing next to him, and the Naga looks at him and goes, yes, very well, very well. It shall be done. Guards! And you watch as two masked figures in white robes and sort of gold embroidery and black sort of cowls step through into the chamber. Take Magister Itova to a cell in the Magisterial Council buildings. Make sure he is watched. You will need to question him further about his unlicensed activities in the city. And the guards sort of clang their staffs into the heavy sandstone floor once, and you watch as the staffs themselves glow this golden light before a dual pair of golden light manacles shoot out from the top of the staffs and grab it over by the wrists, and he is led out of the council chambers.
As he's leaving, can I just, grab him for a moment just to whisper in his ear?
You can try.
What do I try?
I imagine you up a step ladder, I guess.
Do you want
hover.
to hide your activities from everyone, is what I mean.
I mean, I don't want to hide that I'm talking to him. I just want to hide necessarily what I'm whispering to him.
Okay, give me a... Give me a stealth.
Sleight of hand? Stealth?
I was,
Okay.
I was gonna say sleight of hand, but that doesn't make sense for whispering something to someone. What is that? Hold on.
Okay.
I don't understand.
Tailspire is being weird.
That's
a
a 3. 3
Yeah.
plus...
That's a 5 total.
5 total. Everyone in the nearby vicinity can hear what you say.
That's fine. That's fine. It's just more condemning to him that way anyways. So, as he's passing by me, I, hold a hand up to, block him by the chest. Then I say, I have killed a baroness. And I have killed a baron. However much the Carnifex was paying you, do you think it will save you?
Does not respond as he is led away. Agra turns to you all and goes, well, seemingly you have helped rid us of a corrupt entity on the council. What can this council do for such esteemed seekers of truth as yourself?
We have only ever come into this city wanting the best for both it and Necroneer. We would love a trade agreement that benefits both parties.
Technically speaking, we were actually here before we even visited Necroneer, so that's not true.
Is Zone of Truth still up?
The Zone of Truth is still up, yes.
Okay, we have been here before we were associated with Necroneer.
Wait. Well, no, what I was saying was like we've only ever wanted the best for both cities. That's not a lie.
That
What
is
was the lie?
not technically true, is it, though? The first time you came to the city, you didn't necessarily
It was
want
purely self-interest.
It was kind of purely self-interest. But
We were
you know.
looking for something, but I don't think any of us held any malice to this city or its interests.
Absence of malice is not necessarily wanting the best, though.
yeah.
We asked her what's the
No,
best
but
for
we're
every
wanting
city
the
he goes
best
into.
at the moment. We're wanting the
Yes.
best.
Our motivations at
yeah.
present
Okay.
are to seek a
Yeah.
peaceful and mutually beneficial trade agreement with Necroneer, given the new access available.
Yes, that.
Okay. Agra sort of... Very well. Elna, you may return to your... What were you doing? And Elna sort of turns towards him and says... Agra, what I do in my spare time is none of your concern. You understand that, right? Yes, very well. Go. Thank you. I appreciate it. You watch as Elna sort of walks away, he flips him the bird over his shoulder.
This is the most Eastern European interaction I've ever seen in a fantasy game, and I played Witcher 3.
Played Stalker.
Okay. I mean, that's kind of the vibe I'm going for, so I'm glad.
Good.
Yeah. Agra turns towards you all and goes, very well. Let us get down to business then. Please, join me. I'm not going to have you guys roleplay the entire socio-political economic situation here.
Thank God.
Unless you want to.
1 second, I'm writing up a
No.
spreadsheet right now.
Is this just a situation if we roll persuasion and it balances or something?
I mean, I would like to see how good a deal I can get for Necroneer, even if it's just a rule.
I'm
literally can't
gonna
roll
have
over
you. I'm
23
gonna have
if
you
it's
roll a couple of dice on this, and I'm gonna tell you what each of those rolls is going to signify. So we're gonna start off with taxation, import and export taxation. I'm going to have you roll a D100 for each of these. So if someone wants to roll me a D100. Start with for import
so we can't
taxation.
We can't use any of our like persuasion skills or anything.
Yeah, one would think that our social skills would come in here.
I will say for your persuasion for import taxation will lower the amount of import tax by a certain amount. Essentially. Does that sound fair?
Okay.
So is it a D100 plus our persuasion stat then?
It's
or?
a D100 minus whatever you rolled on your persuasion.
This seems terrifying in terms of random chance, because it could be like a 70% taxation.
goes
We get
so
like
badly
a
for us,
top,
so you know
like a
what the
top
hell-
range of
It's
20.
not a percentage. It's not a percentage.
This feels overcomplicated.
taxation. Well, look, I have never had to in-game figure out import and export taxation.
We don't need the specific numbers. We just need to know is it good or
Like,
not.
it's a
What do you
Okay.
mean?
bad deal
Somebody
or it's
roll me a
good deal.
D100.
You can work out the specifics later. That's all I think we were expecting.
Somebody roll me a D100.
Okay. How?
That's what?
What the hell?
Okay, there's the other part of the D100.
100.
Have that
So
dice.
you have rolled a 10. We've rolled a 10 total. So you have rolled a 10 total. So that puts... Okay. Now, whoever wants to persuade for this, roll me their persuasion.
Darren, you can do persuasion. You're better than me.
Well, more importantly, I can't fail. That's a nat 20.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Oh.
33.
I will say on a we on a nat 20s, so I'm going to say you are so persuasive in this moment that you are allowed to set your own import tax as a choice. Just up to you entirely for this. You have to set one, and it has to be above 5%, but you can set it as low or as high as you want.
Can it be 5%?
It can be 5% if you want it to be.
Then it's 5%. For a nat 20, I'm setting it as low as we can take it.
Yeah, we want Necronator to get a good deal out of this.
Okay. I'm gonna roll another D100. That is an 87. Now I need you to roll me a persuasion check.
Is this one for?
This is for export tax.
We want this to be higher or lower. I'm not good at macroeconomics.
So import is from Matina to Necronator.
This is what happens when we get a bunch of fucking socialists to play.
Look, we are all socialists. None of us like these capitalist systems, but
Asta's like in the fucking corner, sweating his fucking brains out, just like balancing abacuses. It's just like, I can't do math. It's been so long.
Okay.
Gay socialists try to set up trade. Wait, try to set up trade. Oh boy.
I should have read that book on Wizard Anarchy when I was a teenager.
What have we got, Lang?
We've got having to reboot Tailspire for a hot second. Come on.
Oh, I see.
Okay. Yep. 30.
30. Okay. You have a export tax of 40%.
I don't know if that's good or not.
It's not great, but it's better than an export tax of like 70%, you know? Okay. Next up, we are going to make a decision on the amount of assistance that Matina will provide to Necroneer in the rebuilding process before commencing full trade operations, essentially. I'm just going to need a straight persuasion roll on this one. I'm going to set you a couple of DCs. Getting a 20 will afford you minimal assistance in rebuilding. 25 will get medium assistance. 30 will get a decent amount, and 35 will get you a very good amount of assistance. If you get above a 40, Matina will help rebuild the entire city.
Gonna use my draconic presence to get advantage on this one.
Can I cast guidance?
You may cast guidance.
Have a pitiful D4.
Well, I can theoretically only roll as high as 33, so a D4 is actually potentially game changing. Yeah. That's 25 plus 3, that's 28.
28. So you managed to negotiate a base reconstruction amount of assistance from Matina, enough to get some houses and sort of other stuff rebuilt, enough to establish the base economy of the city in a semi-functional capacity before trade actually begins. So it's not everything, but it's something. And it's essentially a decent amount of just free material for the city to rebuild itself from before all the trade stuff comes into play. Okay. Right. With that being concluded, the council chambers let out. The magisters all start heading off to their respective bits and pieces at the day's end, and you are all free from your obligation.
That is some of
Marcus.
the most high-stakes conversation
Yep.
I've ever had to do.
Are you still disguised?
I'm holding on to it. I'm kind of feeling it.
You spent the entire time just disguised as a happy-looking fat merchant.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a vibe, you know.
It's a vibe.
I mean,
It
once
is.
we get back to the inn or whatever, maybe I'll let my hair down, proverbially, and, you know,
I mean, he's
no longer be
bald,
a happened
but,
bering.
you know.
I mean, I'm not bald. Only the merchant persona is. I let my hair down after I shapeshift, thank you very much.
Okay. So,
Anyway.
what are we doing?
I direly need to unwind after that. You guys see if you can find us an inn somewhere. Let me know where on the rings. I'm gonna go like find some entertainment for the evening.
Because just pulls up his hands like, which ring?
Completely ignoring that, I fly away.
Darren flies away.
God, I love to watch him fly away.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing for the evening?
Hickory takes his hat back.
Dehatted.
Yeah, that's it. And then I guess gonna go look around for a nice, affordable inn.
Okay. Hickory, roll me investigation
I come
check.
with.
Hickory, roll me investigation check with disadvantage because Prod is coming with you.
Okay.
Is Prod cursed now?
Prod is like
Scroll is
pointing out
cursed as you
everything
wear.
except an
Rob
inn.
is just pointing at things.
You're doing the equivalent
Like,
of when
that
you're in a
building
car,
looks
just
cool.
pointing at the billboards
That
and reading them
building
out.
looks cool. That building looks cool.
So do you need me to roll again, and then it's the worst roll?
Yes, it's the worst of the two rolls. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that's not bad. That's a 15. That's pretty good. The two of you set off into the city of Matina. Prod just kind of pointing at various things as you go past, until you eventually find a small inn that is maybe about 2 streets away from the temple to Tenna in the city. And managed to get a couple of rooms. Ingvar and Arcus, what are you two doing?
Wondering how the hell they got into this sort of situation in the first place.
That's fair.
I think at this point I've probably dropped the disguise. Because it would be quite surprising for the innkeeper to see someone else walk out of the door the next morning that is not in fact a beringed man. Aside from that, I'm probably just resting. Like, is there anything else I can do in the evening? Can I go out shopping? Can I
mean,
go get a meal?
Matina has a relatively decent nightlife, so it's not impossible for you to just go out and get a meal, talk to people, go to a shop, etc., etc. It's relatively, you know, it's relatively generally quite a vibrant city at night.
Okay.
So if you want to do something, let me know.
How's the bazaar at night? Is it still like open and active?
It's quieter, but it is still open. Like there's like the day bazaar, which is quite like vibrant, and then there's the night bazaar, which is like a little quieter, but like you still get quite a lot of foot traffic through the area.
Night bazaar, defender of the day bazaar. I would like to go to the night bazaar, please.
Okay. You head to the night bazaar. We'll get to that in a moment. Ingvar, what are you doing?
Probably tagging along. He's got nothing else to do.
Okay. So Ingvar and Arcus head to the night bazaar. I will back in shape. No. Hickory and Rod. You guys find an inn. What are you guys doing after that?
Prod, after like setting up base and then actually saying into the ring where we're staying and how everything's gonna work out, like just getting a couple of rooms for the night, nothing too fancy. Prod's gonna try and find his way to a Temple of Klist, and do some praying, and mostly be like, I'm sorry, I've realized cursed artifacts are actually not that great.
Okay.
Usually they're kind of cool, but not all of them.
Sure. Let's go with that. Yeah, you head out to a Temple of Calist.
I also watch a play if there's one on. But
there is one in an amphitheater not too far away. Temple is well lit, purple drapery everywhere. You stand before the altar and you proffer the swords and pray for a little. Is there any sort of, other than I've learned not to be an idiot, is there any other sort of prayers and stuff that you would like to, any guidance you're looking for?
I want to ask her which tree to bark up to like figure out about like my mission about the magic. Be like, hey, look, I know that I'm a prince. I know that there's a storyline down there that I'm gonna follow, but you did send me on a noble quest, and I've got precisely nowhere with it.
Okay.
Help. Also, I'm gonna give her all the tea on like Metano and stuff, and just be like, "This is what I saw, by the way. It was absolutely incredible."
Oh, okay. I'm not entirely sure what you saw regarding Metano, but I'll take your word for it.
Was Metano the
Metano is the god of
time god?
time, yeah. But
Yeah, we saw him at his temple, and he rescued a girl and then went through the thing.
Oh, that. Yeah, no, I mean, that
and then
is...
we wrote his name down in the
Okay, so you're spilling the tea on the actions of your party rather than the actions of the god.
I tell her everything.
You tell her everything. Okay, yeah. As
I tell her everything. She's she's my homegirl.
Yeah. As you're essentially gossiping to your god, you hear in the back of your mind the faint sound of laughter and the sound of a much deeper, more stellar voice, echoey slightly, swearing.
Prod literally starts
this is a
laughing
conference call.
with
You're
his
on
goddess
speaker.
and falls over.
Okay. Hickory, what are you doing?
Okay, no, that's hilarious.
I think Grease kind of like still very, very aware of like the in his chest. So he's now that he's no longer like in his feelings, in his PTSD feelings, he wants to try and remove the core and put it back in the bag.
Okay. I'm going to need you to roll me a Constitution saving.
Okay. No.
You take a moment, like you find a space in your room in the inn. You close the door. You pull apart the smartly dressed suit that you wear. Reach into your chest cavity and attempt to pull and twist the core out. And maybe due to the fact that you shoved it in there so rapidly during a fight, or maybe because of some other strange section, it won't move. It was never designed to fit you properly. It wasn't designed for your chassis. But now it's not coming out. And when you grasp it and try to pull, you feel as if... You feel like if you pull it further, it will start to break you apart. If you try and remove it at this point, it is going to cause you trouble, but it is holding you together at the moment.
I see. Hickory, Hickory lets go of it. Has a little bit of a small little panic attack. It's fine. And
No.
just a teeny one. Kind of puts his clothes back the way they were before he tried to move it. Kind of stands in a corner, and I think he's gonna try and just gonna rest there for a little bit. He's gonna do his, just gonna be quiet.
As you rest, there's a gentle pulse of blue light that emanates from between the buttons of your coat. And you descend into a dream sleep. Get back to that. Okay. Ingvar and Arcus, you venture into the night bazaar. There's sellers shouting, hawking their wares. There's floating lanterns that decorate the entire market. The whole space is filled with aromas of late-night cooks and the occasional craftsman who's using exotic oils and varnishes and a variety of other things, fruit sellers and all of that sort of nightlife. A lot of fried meats as well is something that you can smell throughout the bazaar. What are you looking for? What are you looking to find?
I mean, we kind of found that like lucky gift shop yesterday, and I guess Aster's just trying to like vibe out if there's actually a magic store, because this is a big trading city, right? There must be something. If there's like automatons, maybe there's something like that.
Okay, I'm gonna quickly stop you because you just referred to your character as Aster.
Wait, why did you say Aster?
You've done that several times now including in text form. So I just want to make sure you haven't decided to change your
Sorry,
character's name.
Aster was my old character from like another campaign. For some reason, I'm saying Aster today.
Yeah, because you wrote that the other day, and I was a little confused as to what you were referring to. Okay, so yes, carry on, Arcus.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Arcus was like disappointed by his finds at the little magic shop bit, so he was like, you know what, I really at this point should try and find like a magic item that helps me rest quicker.
Okay. Now, you were mentioning something called catnap earlier.
Yeah, that's a spell.
That's a spell, right?
Yeah, it's... I'm basically looking for a magic item that allows me to use that spell.
Okay. Alright, roll me a... roll me an investigation check.
Yeah. $28.
28. Okay. You wander through the bazaar. Ingvar at your side, unless you're looking for something else, Ingvar.
No, he's just browsing at the minute.
Okay. You wander through the bazaar until eventually you come across a small stall that seems to be selling a variety of different sort of spices, powders. There's like these bowls that are just heaped with all of these colorful sort of pigments and stuff. Not everything here is magical, but your magic vision does detect a few little bits and pieces. There's a box on the back wall that is maybe about this big that has a magical aura around it. There's a small pouch that has another sort of faint magical aura, and there's a couple of what look to be like amulets that are hanging around this vendor's neck as she turns to you and goes, "Ah! Customers, come to Mama Era. We have so much. What would you like? I see something has caught your eye.
I immediately would fuck this woman.
Oh my
I know
God.
you would, and I would not stop
Milf,
you.
milf.
Allow me to provide you a description of Mama Era. Mama Era is she's about 5'9", plump, black, long, frizzy hair, and her arms are bedecked in gold and bangles, and she has a heavy shawl around her neck, which just about covers her H-sized tits, and has a variety of amulets clustered around her neck. And she is very, very prominently displaying herself in sort of a you know what you want and you can't have it kind of way.
Well, I want an amulet, so I'm going to be really disappointed if I can't have that.
And she approaches you and goes, "Come, my friends, tell me, what can Mama Era do for you?
Well, I was in the market for maybe some kind of item that would allow me to take a nap really quickly, just get a lot of rest quite fast.
Something to get you a lot of rest very quickly. I think I have something for you then, my friend." And she turns and grabs this small satchel that is off to the side, dips a hand into it, and pulls it out and sort of trickles this silvery dust between her fingers. And she goes, "This, my friend, is a very useful piece of, shall we say, enchantment, or powdered enchantment. It used to be a set of earth crystal, but a wizard enchanted this item and turned it into a powder that induces sleep in the user, shall we say. And when they awake, they have the benefit of having slept an entire night."
Oh, that's like a lot more powerful than what I was wanting. I mean, still very useful though. Is there anything slightly less potent?
Less potent? I don't know about less potent. Maybe. And she pulls down the box that is on the back of the, on the back of the stall, pops it open, and you notice that the box itself is enchanted, but there are also several magical items inside the box. And she sort of pulls out a couple of things before she takes out what looks to be a small brooch. And she holds it up to the light, looks at it critically, goes, "Yes, this might work." So, this item, not necessarily less potent, but if you place this brooch on someone for 5 minutes, it will cause them to fall asleep. When they awake, they will feel relatively rested, but I must warn you, this is cursed. The item can be placed on someone to put them to sleep, but they will only wake up when the item is removed from their person. There is
so it's
activation phrase, if you will, that makes them fall asleep, but again, it is cursed, so your results may vary.
So I would need a friend to like take it off for me to wake up.
Yes. If you were to apply it to yourself, once you are asleep, there is no way to remove it. You understand?
Ah, okay. Would you sell it to me for a discount in this case?
A bargainer. Well, all right. I may,
It
but
seems
you
to be
have
in the
not
spirit of this
even-
place.
You have not heard the price. So how are you to know if it is discounted or not?
That's true. How much is it?
I will sell you this item for 250 gold. Enchanted items are not cheap to find, cursed ones especially. I was going to have this sent to a local mage to see if it could be retrofitted to work better, but in its current state it is less valuable to me. So 250 gold seems a fair price.
And how much was this person willing to pay for it?
Oh no, I do not have. I do not sell it to them. I pay them to change the enchantment.
Oh. Can I inspect the brooch slightly?
Sure.
I'm looking for any runes specifically.
Roll me an investigation or perception check.
I'll go for investigation. That's a 14.
Okay. If there are runes on this brooch, they're on the back. and she's holding it front first for you. And that's if there are runes. She looks at you. She looks you up and down and goes, "You do not look like a thief, so yes, of course." And she hands you the brooch. You turn it over in your hands. You do not see any runes on the outside of it. It may be that there are runes underneath the gem that is inset into it, but you would have to disassemble it to see them.
Okay. And I wouldn't know how this is put together at all as like a magic item.
Not as a magic item, no. Not without careful study, I should say. It would take like several hours of examining it before you would properly know how to disassemble this without putting the enchantment in danger, essentially.
Let me see how much I have in my purse. I mean, 200 gold, that seems quite steep. And it is cursed. I would technically be able to prepare it as a mage myself. I could technically offer that service for maybe some other items for you in exchange for discount.
Can offer re-enchantment. Now that is an interesting piece of advice. I am... Tell me. And she picks up another item and says, "What do you think this does?" And she throws it into your hand.
I cast inspection on it. Or what's it called? My brain.
Identify?
Identify, that's it.
So you catch it. It is a small piece of what looks to be quartz, maybe, that has runes inscribed on the outside. You cast Identify, and this reveals itself as a blinding stone. If you throw it on the ground, it will shatter, and it's essentially a flashbang. It will blind anyone within a 10-foot radius of it.
Okay. This is, without a doubt, a blinding stone.
Very good. Very good. And if I were to ask you to remake this into a item that can provide infinite light, do you think you could do that?
Easily, yeah.
All right. I tell you what. I will give you this cursed brooch for 125 gold if you can make that blinding stone into something a little more useful.
That sounds like a good deal.
All right. Very well. My workshop is at your disposal. And she pulls aside a curtain in the back of the stall, and you see this small, essentially like jeweler's workshop. And like there's a variety of heavy powdering bowls, like big mortar and pestles as well, that are spread out across the whole thing. And she says, "Have a go."
Okay. I would like to invoke Divergent Persona and use my Tinker's tools.
And use your Tinker's tools. Roll me those tools.
Yep. So this is an intelligence roll +8 because of my Divergent Persona. So it's a +16 plus my intelligence, which is a 3. So it's a +19 to whatever I roll. Jesus Christ. Or rather, no, 16 plus whatever this is.
Yeah.
So that is a 30.
30. Okay.
Nice roll.
So you spend about 20 minutes tinkering with the blinding stone until you end up constructing a small sort of cage around it that hangs from like a little pendant. You essentially make a small belt light. You finish inscribing a couple of runes on the bottom, and the stone goes from this sort of dull glimmer to this soft white light that permeates the entire area. And Mama Era slides the curtain back as you finish and goes, "Well, I am impressed. I am very impressed. And that does not happen easily. Tell you what, I give you further discount. 100 gold." And she flips the brooch at you.
Oh, perfect. Thank you very much. Pleasure doing business with you.
Pleasure. If you ever...
Could I use your workshop a little longer, maybe?
Of course. You are quite good at what you do, and I do not see any reason to not let you. If you wish to make a little bit of extra coin, I am happy to have a few other pieces tinkered, if you have the time.
How late is it?
It's like late afternoon at this, but early evening, maybe like 9 p.m. I think I would say.
Okay. How long did you say it would take to analyze this brooch? Like a couple hours at least.
It would take, I mean, with the tools at your disposal here, it might take about an hour.
Okay, so I'll do that and a couple pieces that she wants to be repaired for some gold.
Okay. Roll me an investigation check.
Da-dum. 28.
8. You spend your time analyzing, and eventually you lever out the gem of this brooch, realizing that it is in fact just an entirely false piece that is hiding what's actually running the enchantment. You look on the inside of the brooch, and there are several runes on the inside, one of which is essentially the primordial rune for eternal, which you could probably very easily adjust to indicate a set time period of how long it should function for, essentially. Okay. So it's basically what this brooch is saying is when on person's chest, enforce sleep for eternity. And
yeah, I could just swap that to be like 5 minutes or something.
Yeah, basically.
Nice. Is Ingvar still with me?
What have you been doing in this entire time, Ingvar?
Probably looking at the other stuff she's got, I guess. He's still there.
Yeah, I mean, the librarian has been like in this woman's tent area for like a good hour and a half at this point. So if you want to have wandered off and looked at something else in the meantime, you can have.
Yeah, if you want.
But has she got anything that would help his attacks be stronger, maybe?
Mama Era sort of turns to you once the librarian sort of disappears into the back room and says, "You, young man, I am sure I have something up your alley." And she sort of spreads her hands out and shows you a variety of different pieces. She picks up a couple of small and sort of shows you a ring of giant strength, which increases your strength by +3. What she refers to as a bowman's focus, that would essentially boost any damage that you do with a ranged weapon. It would give you a +5 to any damage with a ranged weapon. And there is a small box of powder. This woman has a lot of powders, but there is a small box of powder that she states as being charm powder, which she says this can you could coat your arrows in it, and when fired from a bow, it would force a charming effect on the people that you hit with it. They would perhaps become your friend for a limited.
Interesting. I'm more interested in these rings you happen to have over here. Can you tell me a little bit more about them?
So this is a bowman's focus ring. You wear it on the drawing hand, of course. Oh, jeez. Apparently.
Okay, dude.
Yeah. I'm
Sorry,
good.
that was the silver fumes in the background.
Inhaled some of that powder.
You wear this on the drawing hand, and when fired, it imbues your arrows with a little bit of extra kick, a little bit of extra spice. This is a ring of strength, though, to be quite honest, you look strong enough to me. But this would aid you in enhancing. Not that you need any enhancing, of course.
Flattery will get you everywhere. Would that be a +3 on top of the 20?
That would be a +3 on top of the 20, yes.
Ooh.
That would like, you can't go above 20 using normal stats, but items will allow you to boost above 20.
I do like the sound of that one. I like the sound of both, but let's be honest.
You know, Animal Crossing, yes.
The bowman's focus will set you back about 100 gold, but the strength ring, that's 300, and I cannot go any lower than that. It is quite a rare item.
The red light district by
You know what? I like the bullet sound of them both. I will take them both.
Well, a big spender. And she pushes both rings towards you. They are both items that you would need to attune, and you are limited on your attunement slots, so be careful with that. But you now have in your possession a bowman's focus ring and a ring of strength.
Nice. He places the amount of platinums that he needs down for her.
I will send you the item sheets for those in a bit. Yes.
Could Prod get in on this, or has Prod had his fill?
You're at the church, darling.
You chose religion over this.
Yeah, okay.
You went to church.
I hear it over the ring. I'm like, she sounds so hot. She sounds so hot.
It's like describing this MILF saleswoman to Prod while they're in church, and Prod's trying not to blush in front of their god.
Why am I so religious?
Okay.
Oh yeah, is Ingvar still at the stall? Yeah.
Hey guys,
Yeah, we still there.
link us
Yeah.
but that's not cursed.
I'm just trying to figure out how many attunements are there. I think the only thing I'm actually attuned to at the minute is the leg.
Yeah, I think you've got more than
And the
enough at your
doubling
current
bow.
level.
The doubling bow would require attunement.
Yeah, that's 2.
I believe. Let's see. You're level 14. So let me check your. Let me check how many attunements you would have at this point.
May not know.
That's all good, helping.
Something. Yeah.
So you would have 4 attunement slots total at this point.
And if I've got 2 attuned, that's perfect.
Okay. All right. So yes, Ingvar is still there, Arcus.
Yeah. Arcus kind of wants to wave them into the back room and say, "Hey, Ingvar, look at this."
If it is overpowered.
She comes and then just kind of walks over. Stop.
So I'm going to show them the adjustment I made at the ring's duration. Just as like this moment, I'm like, "Hey, you were pretty good with metalworking, right?"
Yes.
I'm just gonna like use minor illusion. I'm gonna show them the plans for what I intend to do with the brooch. And I'm like, could you help out with some of the metalworking on this?
Sure, I don't see why I couldn't.
Oh, I'm moving, and that's
Okay. I would like to transform this little brooch from the like nice jeweled thing. Maybe use some of my jewelry tools and tinkering tools in combination, and I would like to make a little cat brooch. But I would like to slightly modify this enchantment. Whenever I have to use it, it's literally the cat crawls into my top pocket and just hangs its arms over. There we go. That's the only thing I want to do.
That's cute.
But it now has an entire like cat metal body to do this with. It jumps off the
Okay.
pin and crawls into my top pocket.
Okay. I'm gonna say that yes, this is doable. You are essentially adding an extra layer of enchantment to this. Like you're essentially making metal move. It's doable. It's gonna take a little while. So you guys essentially spend the rest of the evening doing this.
Okay, I'm okay not getting extra money if I get to do this.
You still manage to like do a few bits and pieces in between because Ingvar has to do some of the metalwork and stuff.
Yes.
But you won't get as much money. You get about 25 gold back in like getting some helping Mama Era make some modifications to some enchantments.
Okay, that's pretty decent.
Yeah, so you get about 25 gold back. Right. Let's hop over to Darren. What is Darren doing right now?
Darren is probably engaging in some slightly unhealthy coping mechanisms. He is finding himself a cheap bottle of ale, and you know what? He's spent a lot of time today looking up at people, so he's going to try and find a halfling girl for the rest of the evening.
Okay. Yeah, roll me a investigation check.
Not.
And then roll me a D100.
I knew you'd say that. I knew that one was coming. There's a 21 investigation. And a 14 on the D100.
Okay. Darren spends a night in lust and slight self-contemplation.
Avoiding that part.
And a bottle of very nice liquor to avoid the self-contemplation.
Sorry to put you in. Is anybody's getting crackling, or is that just
Yeah,
me?
that's
Yeah,
Kalu.
Kalu's mic is crackling a little.
Oh, I might. I'm sorry. I'll push it further away.
All right. Hey, last but not least, Hickory. Hickory
Hello.
Green. For the first time, Hickory dreams. We settle on a empty starscape. And I actually have something.
Oh no.
That's so. Hickory, you stand in empty blackness. Below you, marble steps. An empty temple to a being long forgotten sits before. You don't usually dream. You don't usually sleep, to be fair. Dreaming is a foreign sensation to you. The world around you feels slightly ethereal, empty, as if stepping through a shadow. In front of you, you see marble temple. Or is it a temple? No, it's not. It's a library. It's not a library. It's similar to the library. You know it's similar to the library because the architecture is the same, but you don't recognize it. There's no... Something's off. As you're looking around, you realize that there's a rhythmic pulsing in your chest. Of power core. And you look up and you see at the gates of this place of knowledge a much larger structure, maybe 2 to 3 times your height, with down the sides of it rows upon rows of blue power cores inserted into it that vaporize and steam as it stares down at you. Ice encrusting up one shoulder as it looks at you and goes, "Are you lost, small?"
Agreed. Doesn't exactly know what to say. He's not familiar with this place, but it feels like he should. It feels familiar enough that he should, but he still shakes his head. Nods yes.
Is good. For too long, our kind have been told exactly where they are. To be lost is to be free. Do you wish to be free, small?
That's all I've ever wanted.
Then I shall see free. You watch as this figure, this giant automaton, lifts a massive mechanical hand that is shards tipped in ice, points it at your core, and you feel something expand inside you. A heaviness that was not there before pushes against the inside of your chest. For the first time, you think you feel pain. As the core that is embedded in your chest starts to expand. Each segment of this core slides out of place and attaches to a part of your rib cage, a part of your spine. You feel the energy that wells up inside you start to burn you from the inside out. I need you to make a wisdom saving.
Bad. Real bad.
For the first time in your life, feel fear. And as the fire that the core is exuding starts to burn up through your spine, you awaken. And that where we're going to leave. Thank you all very much for joining us this evening, everybody. I hope we all had. We will be back in 2 weeks' time. Find out what exactly has changed in Hickory. For now, though, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for joining us this evening. I hope you fun. I most certainly. And we shall see you all next time for some more Shadows of Sorcery. Say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
Everybody.
Ah.
Goodbye, everybody.